So I don't see the need the person inside the comment at all.
Okay.
And all I was
I
saying,
know
thanks,
Nathaniel is
Nathaniel.
nonsense.
Nathaniel,
No,
thank you so much. Because all I was saying actually is, remember when I came in the other night, I said and I'm going to repeat myself. I just want more of our labor rights stuff to be going out because the PNP have been campaigning for the last 3 years. And we saw what happened at the local government election. I was down there. I was on the street asking people, and they were disinterested. And I said, we needed more boots on the ground and more visual, more things because people are more on social media. So when I saw this group, and I said, I honestly tell you, I found it was an educational group. I like it. And I said, hey, this is the time for us. So time come for us because hey, if we continue on the same trajectory that we were on before the local government, we ain't seeing the house again. So I'm so elated that we are actually now posting. And I said, look at all my posts. I'm just keep reposting stuff. And then I said, when he talked about employment, I said, you know what, the PNP has created a legacy of gimme handout. What this prime minister is trying to do right now is saying, guess what? Everybody can earn. Everybody, whatever it is, you want to go to nursing. I learned on this in this room that nursing is free in Jamaica. I'm a registered nurse. I had to pay, I had to take student loan to pay, right? So basically, I'm like feeling so good. So the people who don't want to work is people who don't want to, because sometimes they're just waiting for the end where they will come and say, "Oh, I'm getting a 5,000." I told you about a friend I have in Jamaica, and they said, "Hey, did you vote?" Yeah. One said, "No, I didn't vote." I said, "Why didn't you vote?" They go, "Well, I didn't get my 5,000." To
Mm.
which we were coming into this conversation. They didn't get their money, so didn't vote. And sometimes they take the money from one and vote for the other, which is wrong. We need to get out of that. So what the prime minister is doing is creating employment for everyone from the grassroots. If you realize from you're in high school now and are employable, you're able to get a summer job and to get you into productive society. So I don't want anybody to misconstrue. I am not a PNP.
Yeah, I think they
I grew up.
misread. Sorry, I
Pardon
think
me?
they misread what you were saying.
Yeah, and that's all it is. But then,
Yes.
she just kept attacking me.
Yeah,
Just please stop,
I
please.
saw it.
Thank
Yeah.
you. All right.
But then I
Let
wonder.
me,
I
guys,
am wondering, and I just say it. Hold on. I am wondering when has those two words "time come" become PNP words? Those are
Exact,
things
brother.
people say every day in conversation. PNP have no niche on time comes.
No, but that's
It's
what.
two words them keep on saying over and over, so it become no PNP word and solely PNP word.
No, because there is associated with their little slogan, and this is what people saw that
And,
and
and
maybe misread what. Well,
and,
not
and and
maybe
none of these
misread.
people, what hurts more and what upsets me most is that when you ask any of these people, time come for what? Somebody said it in the chat a while ago. Time come for what? Just to get rid of Andrew Holness. That's all. Time come to get rid of Andrew Holness. And to replace him with what? They have no idea. Eh? I talk and I quarrel with my people them who keep saying these things. It's like you're saying, give us death and hunger at any cost, as long as it gets rid of Andrew Olin. We don't care what we're replacing him by. If we're replacing him by mayhem, poverty, and death, give it. Give it. Because if you can't tell me what you are substituting Andrew Holness and this administration for, then what is your point? What are you saying time come for? There's absolutely nothing that a PNP supporter can point at and said, Mark Jefferson Golden is promising us this, and this, which will make this country move forward even faster than it is now, or move forward from the destruction, quote unquote, that the country is in now. Not one, not one. So time come for what? I say time come for to shut up on the mouth and give us something for people to think about.
And support back to the education and to see how the minister, well, the ministry, the education board, what's his name there, whoever is in charge of it, to see how they're in cahoot with the opposition party. Because for them, for the politician to go to the school to put flyers into the books, it must be passed by the board first. It's not true. They didn't go to the Minister of Education, because if they did, then Sable would have shut that down. So what's his name there? Who is the new minister?
But he's not yet. He has
The
not
board.
yet taken office. He has not taken
Well,
office.
but
But
they must.
some. Some of the when it comes on to the board, many of the caretakers are from a representative, a political representative, so that
Mhm.
can have a lot of say on the decision that happens in the school.
Correct, and that's what I'm saying. This is the reason why you found the flyers found themselves. I saw the video too. Found themselves in the books, and which is so wrong, because in nowhere you can put politics with children. Children are children. Allow them to grow. Allow them. They don't have a vote. They don't have a say, but they take it home to give their parents, because they believe they didn't. Maybe they didn't even realize. And some parents couldn't even look to see what the children are taking home, but it's totally wrong. And the Minister of Education should call them out on it. She probably should, or they should put out a statement to say you
Yeah.
can't do that.
But also look at the constituency, Marcia. What constituency is it?
There you go.
I think what the lady was saying, it's somewhere in Mountain View, so I don't.
Correct, Stronghold PMP.
Okay.
But if they started
Yes,
with one, if they started with one, you know it's gonna spread
Stronghold
to the others.
PMP.
Yep.
Okay. Somebody was mentioned in the chats earlier. What about the lies and propagandas? I don't know if you were listening to the PM earlier, but he was saying that the JIS has launched a new website where you can fact check stuff. So if you hear of something and you're not sure about it, you can go onto that website and it will give you the correct information. And we have all these platforms where we are spreading factual information. So you can follow, you can check for yourself on the government websites, and you should find the right information there. Hi, J Boy, welcome.
Yes, hi, good morning. I was listening to the PM earlier, and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking and I'm saying to myself, I hope some of us is not wasn't waiting until when he tell us what he's doing, for us to start doing what we need to do. Because number one, when it comes to PMP, they don't do research. They don't want the truth. Whatever their friends say or their leaders say, they emulate that. And they take that as the truth and they run with it. If their leader said the apple is red, they're gonna go with it that it's red. Nobody does research. Nobody looks for the truth. They love the false narrative, and that is what they take and run. So as long as we are there presenting the facts, I think we have a great chance in this upcoming general election. So we have to do the work. We cannot wait until the appointed time. We have to start from now.
Okay.
So what are we gonna be doing? And I asked that question this morning. What are we gonna be doing? Because they're
Really?
already campaigning.
Can I relate something there, Marcia, before you speak, please? All right. When you hear of a gang, right? In a gang, let's say you have a gang of them, right? People. And you know that the law go after the gang because the gang is spreading mayhem in the country. All right. When one of the member of that gang gets shot by the police, you know what happens in that gang? They don't look into themselves, and say, why one of our member gets shot, or dead, or gone to prison, Let us see if we can just dismantle the gang and becomes normal citizen and just work with the law. them strengthen themselves more. Them strengthen themselves more and rebel more. Yes, because the gang think within themselves that they are doing something good. You understand what I'm saying? So instead of repenting of the mistake of one individual, they strengthen themselves and gather more momentum and decide to create more mayhem in the society. This is what the PNP is doing. So when the prime minister come out and talk about by putting a curve on the manner in which the use of social media for negative purposes. What the people are doing instead of looking at it and said, "Why we're going to get into trouble for it." So guess what? Now let us be a bit more meticulous in the way how we go about dealing with information and so on and so forth. The people begin to rebel and strengthen themselves more and spread the false narrative more. That's what they do. You understand me? So the mind of the people is so corrupt that if when they capture one of their own, get caught in the act, instead of repenting, right, then get more corrupt and say, boy, the prime minister go after with free speech and this and that. I mean, it's just a crazy world, man. Trust me. It's a crazy world.
Daddy Strength, you are so correct. And that's why when you look at it is look at I don't know if we were able to watch the presidential race in the debate on Thursday night. I was on the app, so I didn't do much of listening to them, but I listened to the post-mortem, right? But look at it. All Donald Trump was doing was spreading lies. He wouldn't answer the question. He was only deflecting. So lies is what wins. So when you see, as you somebody alluded to, they don't read the grassroots of the PMP. I'm not talking about the educated ones. The grassroots of the PMP are always, if you notice in our country, the poor, the need. No, that's not true. They create that narrative to say, oh, the laborites don't care. They're all for the rich. And the poor people, the PNP wants look after the poor people. So if they keep that mental frame to say, oh, we're after the grassroots people, whatever they tell the grassroots people, they're going to believe. But it's for us now with what we have in hand, which is social media, is to spread the word like wildfire. Join all the social media handle of the government. JIS, they have TikTok, they have IG, they have everything. Join so you automatically get the filter of what they're posting, repost. And on top of that, if we who are in the diaspora, we can't do more than repost, but people who are on the ground, boots on the ground, spread the word underground because it's what he has done. Look at where the country has gone. No more borrowing from IMF. The people at the grassroots don't understand that. So somebody
Okay.
have to tell them at
Look
the
at it.
grassroots.
Yes.
Thanks.
Look at it now, Empress. All right. The people, the PNP has realized that the government is um, making the economy in a way where it is reaching the poor. No, they know now that the government, the benefit of is reaching to the poor. Then twist it another way to say where is the trickling down. This is how the PNP are. They have to find a way, right, to still maintain this poorness mentality. So even though the poor is now being benefited from the programs of the government, the PNP still see it another way to say, well, it is not, the wealth is not trickling down to the poor. They have to find something to put in it, right?
Correct. Correct. And that's why you see they hand out the cash because inflation that affects Jamaica is not only to Jamaica. Inflation doesn't affect Canada where I live. Inflation has affect America. That's why Biden is in a bind. Because you're like, oh, it's not single to any country after COVID. It's all countries, Germany, all the European countries, England, everywhere. So Jamaica, and I can tell you, well, a lot of people don't even realize that Jamaica has grown so much
So
after
significantly.
COVID with that financial minister that we have there, better than some of the first world countries, to which it's an envy. And but guess what? The grassroots people don't know that. So this is where the people, the boots, what I'd call the boots on the ground, need to be spreading the word on the ground and saying, hey, this is what he has done. Because they'll always try to change the narrative because they're accustomed to the gimme, gimme, getty, wah, 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 like ambulance mentality. They are going to always look for the money. But that's not what this government is about. It's about, guess what? Self-sufficient and giving you that bread so that you teaching you how to fish so you can fish for the rest of your life and not wanting a fish a day.
Precisely. Right? And it is, as I said, as I always said, it is so sad to know that the PNP really and truly go after the grassroots people, as to what you say. That's the kind of people they go after. You have some people in society who they just get up in the morning, they haven't read a paper, they don't listen to the radio, they don't know anything what is going on in the sporting world, they don't know what is going on in the cultural sector of the country, they don't know what is going on nowhere at all. Not even with their own children going to school. They don't know what is happening with them. They're just living every day. You get what I'm saying? These are the people that is targeted by the PNP, the one who won't read anything at all. They will go down the road and then meet them friend in a bar on the street corner and all of these things. And when they hear them friend begin to speak narrative, false narrative, and other things against society, their own country, then take it up and say that is it, and just run with it. They just run
That's
with
it.
it.
I don't know if you guys heard on the news that the murder rate in St. James has gone down to about 28%, and
I just saw that yesterday.
there's no shooting in the area for the last 3 weeks. No one has died. Since that news, CVM had to shut down a false news going off saying that there's a shooting in Kingston. Somehow I heard something like yeah, they're saying that there is a shooting taking place. Big shootout went on, and CVM had to shut down that news. Also, I saw a video on TikTok saying that, listen to this, it's a shootout, and you could hear the shots being fired in somewhere in St. Elizabeth. And the
Yes.
people in the comments were saying they don't believe it, nothing like that. Stop bringing
Exactly.
down
Because
that
if you listen to the sound of what was happening, this is not the sound of
a proper,
shot from a
proper
gun.
firearm.
No, 'cause I didn't believe it myself. I don't believe it. You know what I
So,
mean? But somebody have to, as according to what the Prime Minister had said in his speech, these things are going to happen on social media. As him said, I think he was making mention of one of these Prime Minister where people put him into something and frame it, and he has to come out and defend it and say, no, that's not me. That's not me. Yeah, these are the things that is happening with TikTok, especially. You know what I
I,
mean?
I am from St. Elizabeth, and I have a friend down there who is an inspector of police. And when I heard it, I called him, and he told me he haven't heard anything like that.
I knew straight away that was a lie. I'm also from St. Elizabeth. I knew that was just mischief. And these are the things that the government is saying, that we cannot allow these things to happen. You cannot allow false information to be going out there. So in order to do that, we'll track down these people. And a lot of countries are doing that.
And if you track him and find him and give him everything you get.
You notice? I don't know if you hear. I don't know if you hear this one. That what her name is again? Right Mango came over on TikTok and said, "Boy, they block her from using what because
You know what? I have not been
she
seeing
make a
that this
statement. She
right
make
mango
a
for the
statement.
longest time.
She make a statement which was wrong, and then block her immediately. Just she can't use YouTube anymore.
Rightly so. You need to
Serve
block
her
her from
right.
everything.
Yeah.
He
I
said that.
said it to her. I commented in her status, a number of times. You know, I said, "Don't
I
worry
did it
yourself,
too.
man. Your day is coming.
I did it
You
too.
will be locked down. Watch and
I
see."
told her. I
Yeah,
told her
I
every
put it in
time
her
I see
comment
something
so
she
many
block me.
times. Yeah,
Me say,
man.
I said it
I
in
said, "Don't worry yourself."
on one of our comment in one of the comment on the page and said they are coming at you too. And she blocked me.
Of course, she's going to block you.
Yeah.
I have not been seeing her for quite a while. I've seen her
Shut
but
down
then
her page. TikTok
as you said that,
and YouTube shut her down.
I came across, has anybody come across a video that Karen Cross had posted subsequent to the judgment passed down to her with the lawsuit with she and Dayton? If you listen to that YouTube video, believe me, this legal system is this is where corruption spans multiple facets of this country. You know, when you hear the lady talk about the process, because it is a situation I didn't even know that it spanned so far. But I think she said it's something that started when 2001 or something like that. That's how far it's going back. And when she outlined, it's about 4 different judges she went through before she reached to the final verdict here. How can a judge? How can a judge be? You have a complainant, you have a plaintiff, and the person who is suing you is allowed to have up to 3 lawyers, but the judge is telling the person who the suit is against that you don't need no lawyer. It's just a simple thing. You don't need no lawyer. And Karen Cass keep talking about it. They insisted that she doesn't need a lawyer when Dayton Campbell had 3 lawyers. And then she went on to make the point. Say, all right, since you don't say a lie, me I tell, let me carry these young ladies. And the judge shoot it down. No, 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 no. We don't want to talk to them. We don't want to talk to them. This is a situation, you know, where an allegation is against a person for sexually doing deviant things against young girls, you know. And you know what? So let's find out if it is true. Get the
Allegedly.
girls if you can get them.
Always
Allegedly.
do allegedly.
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 Right? And this legal system, trust me, it's rigged with some real corrupt people at different levels. Believe me. I'd love for you people to find it and listen to her and hear she go through the stages. You understand? And then the media, I think the Gleaner was the one who announced it and made it look like it was some monetary lawsuit grant that Dayton Campbell got. And the lady said, absolutely not.
So,
Not a
Mark,
dollar she not paying over.
why do you think there's
All
a fight now going on? Sorry. Why do you think there's
say
a
again?
fight now
Somebody have
going
a
on?
machine playing in the background.
Why do you think now there is a fight going on whether to get rid of the Privy Council or to have the appellate court in Jamaica? Why do you think so?
As I listen to it, you see, as
Yes.
I listen to it, then I start to look at this whole
Yes.
argument in a different perspective, and I'm seeing it now from the
Yes.
vantage point of the government now. Because if you can have people, lawyers aligned with justices so much where because the first what Karen said, you know, that first judge, you know, is man devil. They get the lady from to come to town to preside over that case, you know. Manchester she's coming from. You understand? So she's aligned to them, she knows them, and she's associated with them. And if you can have justices that is aligned to political parties so much that from they bring their representative, it is a done deal. Then we know that Caribbean countries Caribbean countries are aligned to the People's National Party. You have Saint Vincent is one. Everybody knows Saint Vincent, and what's his name again? He's as comrade can be. Every political party, you have Saint Vincent. You
Gonzalez.
have a next one,
Gonzalez.
Gonzales.
But
Every
not only
PNP
that, not
party
only
is
that.
there. But let me see if I can finish before you. Remember your word. So that if you can have judges in the CCJ that can be politically aligned to parties in Jamaica, where then is the true justice? Karen can say she will take our chance to the Privy Council. She said she's saving our money. She will take the chance with the white man we don't know nothing about we. You understand? And this is the reason why people are kind of pensive about choosing CCJ over the Privy Council. Because you have them laced across the Caribbean. Where's the justice then if me can call a judge in Trinidad and know that this case will be thrown out?
And
Where's the
remember,
justice in that?
to support your point, remember that when they go through the CCJ, the same judges in the Caribbean, they're going to select from different islands who's going to be
That is
represented
precisely my
on the
point.
board. So
That
it's
is
the
precisely
same
my
people
point.
them who are friends, who are colleagues, going to be presiding. Now, if we have so much corruption in our own system, then who to tell the other countries them, or when they get together, it's not going to be the same. As you rightly said, when it goes to the Privy Council in England, we don't know who picked up the case. We don't know.
They don't know.
They get the evidence, and the judges sit around their table, and who they select to preside. One oppose, the other is the other party, and they sit down and talk about and see who comes to this decision and what is the best. So they don't know. Because I think, in the Vibes Cartel case, one of the judges there didn't even know who was Vibes Cartel until the other one told him. So exactly.
That is not their they don't care who the person is. They're looking at the case as it is presented to them. But when you have justices and lawyers who are aligned across the Caribbean, this one associated with PNP, this one associated with JLP, this one associated with NOP, and they are so easily swayed by each other, where then is the true justice?
And they all went to the same law
true
school.
justice?
So they're
Thank you very much.
friends.
Stringal. Stringal.
When I
Go ahead, man.
when I heard this lady, when I heard the current class going through it, and she
Good morning, Philippian. How you doing?
To find out, she went to pains to explain that, look here, I am not here to disrespect the judges. Let me make it clear, I am not here to disrespect the judges. I am here to make my point clear. And at the end of that video, Karen Carr said, look here, you know have to go lock me up, because I nah stop talk. Because that is what the justice ruling is, to get her to stop talk about these things, stop talk about Nathan Campbell, and stop repeating words, calling him pedophile and all of these things. There are even videos and postings that she said the judges are telling her to think there, to take down. And she tell him, say, look here, I don't post nothing on Instagram. I am not the one who posted it and that. How me if you take down something that somebody else posted? I cannot take it down. I wasn't the one who put it up there. And they are insisting that she must take it down. And it's not on her account. You understand what I'm saying? And you wonder, where then really is the justice? Where? God help us.
Yes, Stringal, you want to come in?
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
My first time on this live.
Okay, welcome.
But many of us know you already.
Yeah, you've been on it before.
I recognize that it's my people I'm here, and I heard Saint Elizabeth mentioned, so
Yeah, we're friends. You've come on
no
the
problem.
platform before. No worries. Welcome.
Yeah. There's a lot happening in the media. There's a lot of good things happening in the media over the past week. Likewise, there is a lot of negatives that was spewed by the opposition. However, I think the good win for this week. So, can big up the Jamaica Labour Party continually and our great leader, Andrew Holness. There's a lot that is happening. I want to continue to highlight the good, because there is a way to fight battle. Sometimes when I have to fight the bad, use the bad to fight our battle, and use the good. So yes, I heard the gentleman talking about Karen Cross just now. But you must also recognize that Karen Cross is just a disgruntled PNP member. So she have her ways, yeah. She might be highlighting some of the bad stuff that is happening in their side. But we have as much good over this side to highlight, to sway the people mind in a positive way. Yeah. Yesterday there was a great achievement that we moved from the grey section of the
Fat F
somebody
Grace.
can help me here?
Fat F.
Yeah.
Fat F.
Right.
That's the financial task force.
Right.
The
That was a great achievement
financial agency
by
task force.
our
Yes.
finance minister. And
Yes, the greatest finance minister next to Edward Siaga and the greatest prime minister, Andrew Holness. Who not like that?
I want us to recognize that. I want us to recognize that Mr. Nigel Clark, Honorable Nigel Clark, is one of, if not one of the greatest finance minister in the hemisphere, not just Jamaica or the Caribbean. If we could do some research, we would see where other jurisdiction wanted Nigel Clark.
Stringer,
But
let me also mention that he's on some of these worldwide financial committee and boards, and no other finance minister ever in Jamaica ever depend on them there. Okay. So when I see some waste people in the comment, I not even look on them, they look like dragon. Now look on them.
We have some world renowned people leading the Jamaica Labour Party. Don't get nobody follow the knives in the market. We have so much to be proud of.
That's right.
So much to be proud of. And I am not the kind of person to belittle people qualification or belittle people achievement, or even try to use negative, because Philippine can remember when I said that we cannot go down to the level of the PNP to fight them because they are already dirty. I have that discussion on a live before. So we can't try that. And it is not even for us to try and belittle the PNP or act as if there is not the opposition. But what we want them to do is to be truthful, factual, and sensible. Because we know say one party cannot go to the election. But at least let us have an opposition that have sense, that mean the country well, that we can look on and say, all right, we don't want them to win, but at least make sense. Not act stupid and weird and just come up with these weird lies to try and belittle the great work of the Jamaica Labour Party. Also, I would want to highlight Mr. Vega's tour of the new adolescent hospital. Trust me, I feel proud of my country when I say that. Trust me, I feel proud for no say. We can really have building like those going up in Jamaica. Yes, we know say we're gonna get the backlash we say a China build it or who build it, but
no, Stringer, we are pay the money. It was going to be given free, but we in the previous administration, but they did not take it, and now that deal went away, and we, the government, have to pay for the hospital to build it.
No, but I'm just gonna try make a. I'm just trying to make a correlation point.
But just to say,
if yeah. But if even we are getting it through loans, whenever you go NHC and you take one house through loan, I feel your house because you have to be paying for it. So if other countries want to help us as a developing nation to develop our country, even though they are giving us loans to build our infrastructure, our own, because we will have to pay for it. So the people them will run up and down and make nice say, a China this, a China that. I have never heard China invade any country and take it over. All the knives in the market, the people them who we a hug up Britain, where them a try hug up, have invaded 3/4 of the world and take it over. So you better we be friend with people who don't want to take over now than people who have already proven that they have take over people, enslave them in the past. Anyway, I'm not go down negative. We have so much to be proud of. Also see the Prime Minister hand over a very nice 2-bedroom house in Montego Bay in Edmund Bartlett's constituency. I think it was yesterday.
Yes.
Proud moment. Very proud moment. So I'm here and
Yes, it is.
I'm looking on and I'm seeing what is taking place. I am imploring everyone to use the positive. No go down them road because I'm gonna beat you in the mud because I'm already dirty.
True.
That's my
But
viewpoint for right now.
I think I want to but I think I want to make a little correction. Not Sting Hall correction, but Philippian gone on a call. But actually it is initially the from every article that I've read Philippian in originally the Western Child and Adolescent Hospital was supposed to be through a full loan from China. This is where it changed. This administration, after they came, turned it to a joint partnership with China. So part of the cost will be borne by us and part by China. Originally, we never have no money to do anything at all, so it would have been through a 100% loan from China. And this was where the dilemma started when the JLP government came in. A lot of those Chinese loans were reaching expiration time. Those loans correlated with even some of the road construction. The 3 Mile and Hope Road was a part of it also, and part of the road from Harborview to there to St. Thomas was also a part of the original thing. But then what's the thing now? I remember this video like it was yesterday, where Vaz at the time came out and said, look here, we have found ourselves in a conundrum where we have a limited time to use that loan that was given to the government of the time by China. And if we don't use it, then we will lose it. And that is how the JLP government start to speed up a lot of these, especially the 3 miles one. You understand? And also further on, they broke ground for the adolescents hospital in St. James. So that is just how, according to the documents I come across and the articles that I found, how it originally was. Because PNP really is pipeline government. I never see a set of people them can make plans and put them down. So everything them put down in pipeline, and no complaining. That help us. That is just that. But I think we're doing a marvelous job, and we need to keep spreading this true word, and don't let PNP come with the lies. And it's something I'm saying that I am particularly proud of, and that's the reason why I try to make myself a part of these lives that I see now. You understand? Where I see more and more of us putting out the truth, putting out the reality, putting out documents, putting out videos. You understand? When you check our opponents, when they put up a video on TikTok, you can see that these are doctored things. It is so obvious in your eyes that clearly them splice this and put it with that, or some of the time what they're saying is in nowhere in agreement with what the video is showing. And we need to just continue to shoot that down. I say shoot down lies with truth and fact. Lies and truth are like oil and water, and I learned that from a child. I'll always come on top. I'll always float on the top. So let us do the right thing and push the narrative.
That is the reason why I always say that we need to network. We need to follow each other on this app, because we are spreading the truth. We're fighting against the false narrative. So we need to network. We need to follow each other. I'm not looking for followers. I have over 10,000. This is what I'm saying. for the work that we have, and the work that needed to be done. We need to follow each other and start pushing the truth, continue putting the truth out there. And for that, I'm going to step down so someone else can get the box.
Stay because somebody there's an empty space.
Okay.
Yes. You want to continue to string out? But
Greetings, everyone. Greetings.
I've seen the me, you can go ahead. But before
No, you know,
me say hold
me
on.
actually,
Okay, go ahead.
me just actually agree with everyone and just say, you know, big up on yourself. And you know, say once me see Keisha and Philippa, I'm not really acquainted with the rest of persons yet. But once me see Keisha and Philippa, I know me in a safe hands.
Yeah,
So me
and
will
follow
say
everybody on the
greetings in the
live
name of
room.
prosperity.
Follow
So
everybody
I
on the
mean,
live
yeah,
in the
that's what we're gonna have
box.
to start with. I mean, once in a drop a message right now, we can just click it and start following it.
Yeah. So comment in down in this follow the live creator. Follow Samara.
Yeah man, big
You
up in
can
yourself.
follow everybody else. And you can follow
Yeah man,
Trevi.
me just go and listen for the time being and
Trevi
think.
is one of our master debater and fact checker. He's gives the truth. So you can follow him. He's in the comments. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. You can follow Stringer. Click on his thing right there.